Hey everyone! Welcome back to your My Ninja Academy. Today we're going to go through Boruto summoning a new Supreme Beast. If you would like to see more about Naruto on our channel, please leave your thumbs up and subscribe to join our Ninja Academy. The story of Naruto, as we well know, dealt with the most diverse clans of ninjas and their specialties. Among them, immeasurable techniques and skills were generated and reproduced over the generations, giving rise to the ninja families we know so well. Before all the things we have followed in the journey of Naruto and his friends, another existence overcame them all. An existence that, for a time, was recognized as gods or even aliens, depending on the viewpoint. But as time passed, misinterpreting their actions and goals, human beings stopped seeing them as gods and only saw them as demons. The existence we are talking about can be none other but the Otsutsuki clan, who, besides acting as the progenitors of the ninja world, were responsible for causing much of the trouble in Naruto and Boruto, becoming an obstacle to overcome and bringing us several mysteries about their origin and powers. Of course, with Boruto developing not only more about this clan and its members, other powers beyond imagination began to emerge in the Naruto universe. Irreparable losses have occurred. The new generation has emerged with the promise of surpassing the old quickly, and the arrival of theories of the future of the ninja world pops into our minds. Before long, there will be the infamous time skip. At least, that is what we hope. And one of the things we are most interested in is, without a doubt, how powerful our protagonist Boruto will become. Not only being able to use and abuse his karma and Jogain, but also using absurd ninjutsus and probably summoning techniques as well. But could there be a new style of summoning coming? Maybe a creature not from Earth, but from beyond space and time, going as far beyond the worlds of the Otsutsukis? In today's video, we'll talk about the origin of the Otsutsukis, and how their coming to other worlds, especially Earth, could be responsible for causing a grotesque change in the world, bringing powers and eventual destruction to the planet. Since the very, very distant past, the Otsutsuki clan has traveled across dimensions to find worlds able to host the divine tree, for it can, through its roots planted in the worlds, absorb all the chakra of living beings. The power is completely stored in a fruit that the clan members consume to become more and more powerful, maintaining their immortality and always staying young. In reality, aside from their way of being able to stay alive by enjoying the chakra of the worlds, the Otsutsuki clan can also stay alive after other ways, such as the very karma we're seeing in Boruto. Well, as we saw well in Naruto Shippuden, and reinforced in more detail in Boruto, the clan sent Kaguya and Ishiki to Earth for this very purpose. However, Kaguya betrayed Ishiki and left him on the brink of death, whereupon, in an act of desperation, he reduced himself in size and thus managed to enter Jigen's body, making him her new vessel. Meanwhile, Kaguya consumed the fruit of the earth, but chose not to end life on the planet, but to use all this chakra to create the infinite Tsukuyomi and end the war affecting humanity. Because of this, for a brief period of time, she was seen as an entity. However, while later, Kaguya was seen as a demon after using the victims of the infinite Tsukuyomi in her army of white Zetsus, intending to defeat her clan. Later, after giving birth to the twins, Hagoromo and Hamura Otsutsuki, who were born with their own chakra, Kaguya joined the divine tree and transformed into the 10-tailed beast. The creature was terrorizing the planet until the two sons were able to defeat it with the six-path technique, Shabaku Tensei, resulting in the creation of the moon and the sealing of the beast's chakra into Hagoromo, while the shell of the 10 tails was hidden in the moon in order to prevent its rebirth. Still, Kaguya managed to send a manifestation of herself, the Black Zetsu, to find a way to bring her back. Hamura and the other members of the Otsutsuki clan moved to the moon to protect the statue, while Hagoromo remained on Earth, believing that the chakra was a power that can bind everything on the planet. He decided to pass on his teachings and, at the end of his life, divided his chakra into 9-tailed beasts to prevent Kaguya's return. These beasts were sealed into the people so that they would not destroy the world like the 10 tails did, and each country fought to make the bearer of the beast, or rather the Shinchuriki, as their own weapon of war. Well, after this, we know what happened. The people of the moon rebelled at Hagoromo and Haramura's teachings, being misinterpreted and passed on from generation to generation, with humans learning to use chakra for their own benefits, warring and killing each other, which eventually led to the birth of clans, such as the Senjus, Uzumakis, Uchihas, and Hyugas, beginning the age of the shinobi. On the other hand, Otsutsukis split into the main and secondary branches, two families that had different views on what was happening on the earth. And after a clash, the secondary family won, but almost became extinct in the process. Their objective was to destroy the Earth and its humanity, since they deviated from the path initially proposed by Hagoromo. From there came all the bull we follow throughout the Naruto and Boruto episodes, with the Otsutsuki clan coming into conflict with humans and using them for their own destruction, consuming chakra fruit to become more and more powerful and maintaining immortality. In the process, they resurfaced in the Fourth Great Ninja War. Then with Teneri's conflict on the moon, and eventually with the arrival of several Otsutsukis, to put an end to the tomfoolery created by Kaguya and her stupid betrayal once and for all. It's important to pick up on this information because, as we have seen, clearly Otsutsuki clan came from a dimension of ultra-powerful beings. Surely they must have clashed with several races and creatures along the way, since their ability to move between dimensions, although it is something that tires them out, was certainly worth it, due to the fruit of their chakra, and for the colonial conquests, just like it was with the moon, through the help of Homura's Tenseigan. Given this, it is natural to imagine that, just like the tailed beasts, there must be other creatures coming from pure chakra as powerful as in other dimensions and worlds. It's a fairly simple line of reasoning, considering that if only Hagoromo's chakra was able to create 9 extremely powerful creatures. Of course, compared to normal human beings and shinobis, Hagoromo and Homura's power was absurd. However, compared to those of almost perfect and pure beings, such as the Otsutsukis, it should be little. And it wouldn't be something completely new in the Naruto and Boruto franchise. Land filled with extremely powerful creatures that can only be manipulated through seals or contracts capable of strengthening the combat power, not only of a group, but also of an individual, even changing their physical form. Look, haven't we seen this before? I'm not just referring to Naruto's Kurima mode transformation, but also the Seinin modes. Naruto and Jiraiya, for example, were able to make use of the Seinin mode, concentrating a highly delicate amount of nature energy that allowed them to use Senjutsu, unlocking new techniques and allowing the use of Senjutsu in their own ninjutsus. Naturally, both Mount Mayuboku, the place where the frogs invoked by Jiraiya and Naruto live, and the Ryochi Cave are very special places that emanate great power. Mount Mayuboku, in particular, can only be accessed through the summoning jutsu or by knowing the entrance through the secret route. Ryochi Cave, on the other hand, can be accessed by anyone who really wants to get there. But there are, of course, a number of challenges to be overcome in order to reach the nests of snakes. So imagine what similar lands to this one, but extremely more powerful, located on other planets. Perhaps even from the Otsutsuki's own original planet. We have never seen any member of the clan make use of the summoning jutsu. However, creatures like this could really exist and appear in a future major war in Boruto. After the time skip, for sure. However, it wouldn't be strange if someone with abilities to mess with space-time could summon them in combat, wouldn't it? I don't just mean people from the Otsutsuki clan, but also Boruto himself. Boruto has already proven himself to be capable of using, and with much more skill than his father, the summoning jutsu. We don't know exactly what abilities the Jogain will give the Uzumaki, but in fact, with the union of karma, the great amount of chakra he possesses, and the accurate training to control all this in harmony that'll have, well, if this kid doesn't become the most messed up shinobi in the world, if not the universe, I don't know anything else. In fact, the invocation of creatures from another world becomes even more possible when we analyze the invocation jutsu itself. It is, as we all know, a technique that requires care and a very high concentration of chakra. But beyond that, it is a space-time jutsu, because it teleports living beings from one place to another. We've already seen in the anime that, with the junction of several people making use of the same technique, it was able to bring people from faraway places. Remember how, with the joining of 17 Kages and the Sage of Six Paths, they were able to summon 5 people and all the tailed beasts back from the Kaguya dimension? We can't just accept that Boruto would be able to do that so easily. it's clear as the sun that he will need refined training. But we can only wonder if he would have enough chakra to go all the way to the dimension where the Otsutsukis came from, let alone something as powerful as an ultra-powerful creature. But since nothing's impossible, and Boruto probably still has a long way to go, we can only wonder if in fact our protagonist would be able to go that far with his powers and abilities beyond imagination. Of course, as we well know, the Jogain will become as big a burden as karma has been for the Uzumaki, currently in the manga, requiring him to make huge sacrifices. However, until Taneri's or Momoshiki's predictions are proven true, we can only wait for the new chapters of the manga. What about you? Do you think Boruto might be able to summon a new creature? How far do you think his karma and Jogain powers extend? Leave your opinion on the subject in the comments. Please, we'd love to hear. Well, that's it. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any suggestions for videos, don't forget to comment here below, because I'll be reading them all, as I always do. Also, don't forget to leave a like if you enjoy the video, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any content from your favorite Ninja Academy. Hey everyone! Welcome back to your